Hi, welcome to Gracie's Goose, and today we're going to get started on that flag cupcake recipe that I was sharing with you guys. And so what I've done, everybody knows how to make cupcakes. So I made, we've got 9 blueberry, we have 15 strawberry, and we have 11 chocolate because that's what happens to fit in my little pan here. And so you're gonna have to do a little bit of math to figure out whatever pan size you have, or you can use my calculations and then just put them in a box or whatever. So anyway, so that's how I came up with this, so it'll fit in my pan. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, actually, you know what? Getting back to the blueberry, you just follow the directions according to your cake mix. Now the blueberry cupcakes, I did add the zest of 1 lemon and the juice of 1 lemon to the batter, and then I took some fresh blueberries and I coated them very lightly with flour and mixed those in the batter so they don't sink to the bottom, okay? And then the strawberry I made exactly according to the cake mix recipe. Now the chocolate, I did add a little bit of, I would probably say maybe 2 tablespoons of fresh instant coffee. I don't know why I said fresh, it's really not fresh, but, and I can't have caffeine, so I actually use decaf, so that is an option for all you people there who can't have caffeine. It just brings that chocolatey flavor out more. So that's the only thing that I did to revamp these cupcakes, okay? Now, sometimes in the store you can find marshmallows that are already shaped into stars, but when I went shopping last night, they were out of them. So I looked everywhere. I just couldn't find them anywhere, or they didn't have the white, and I really like the white. So I've been practicing here a little bit on how to make my own stars. So I'm going to show you real quick in case you have a problem. So you want to take 1 whole marshmallow and you want to cut it in half. And then you're going to lightly dust it in a little bit of confectionery sugar, just like this. Okay, and you're going to set it on your cutting board. And you want a little bit of confectionery sugar on your fingers too, because marshmallows do tend to get really sticky. So you want to find your center point of the marshmallow, and then you're going to cut your first point out. Wait a minute, what am I doing here? First point out like that. Okay, I don't know if you could see that, and we'll just go ahead and separate it. And then we're going to cut the in-between marshmallow out. Okay, now see how sticky that is? So you want to keep your fingers and your knife coated with that confectionery sugar. You're going to do your next one, and then you're going to cut the in-between part out of that one. Sticky, sticky. Then you're going to cut your next point. And these don't have to be perfect. I mean, you know, it's just for decoration, so I don't want you to get all precise with it. As you can see, these are the stars that me and Madison made this morning. So, next point, and cut your in-between part out. Okay. Actually, I like to have 5 points in my stars, so this is an in-between point. We can cut that out of there too. Okay, and then at this point, I like to take and just, you know, kind of lightly dust it because they're very sticky to handle. Okay, so shake the excess off. Then if you have a little bit, can you come on closer? See that little piece right there? I'll just kind of snip that off with my knife. This piece here. You know, you could do a little trim. And then that basically, that's what you're going to be left with, just like that. Okay, you know. So we have our stars done. You know, as you could see, they're not perfect, but they'll look pretty on the cupcakes, trust me. Okay, so we have 9 blueberry. I did make a couple extra stars just in case, you know, just to have a couple extra. So we'll just go ahead and set these guys aside over here. And then I went ahead and I made some chocolate pudding, some vanilla pudding, and some lemon pudding. And I just followed the directions according to the package, but when you add your milk, I only used 2/3 of what the recipe called for. In other words, this one called for 3 cups of milk, so I only put 2. Same thing with this one, same thing with this one. Okay, so I just don't want the pudding to have a real runny consistency, okay? You want it to be, you know, like this, have some consistency to it. And the reason why is because we are gonna add a little bit of Cool Whip to it to make it creamier. Okay, so this is a tablespoon measure, so I'm gonna heap it in there. You know, 1 heaping tablespoon, another heaping tablespoon, and let's see how that works here. And then we're just gonna mix it up with your pudding. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. Okay, and see how the Cool Whip really doesn't change the consistency that much? That's kind of what you want, except I think I'm going to just add 1 more dollop of the Cool Whip here. So I think that'll be perfect. This just adds such a nice flavor to the pudding. Okay, so the chocolate's done. Now, also, I just wanted you guys to take note that when I did put the pudding in the bowl, after mixing it, I did put a piece of plastic wrap so it doesn't develop a skin, okay? So you just want to peel that off. And then again, this was the same size box as the chocolate, so we already know we're going to go 3 heaping tablespoons. Seems to work out pretty good as far as what we're looking for. Okay, and then we're going to give this a nice stir. Okay, so your vanilla is done, and now we're going to work on your lemon. And the lemon was actually a smaller box because remember, we only have 9 blueberry cupcakes, so obviously less filling. And one thing so I'm going to go 2 dollops of Cool Whip. I just wanted you to keep in mind, too, that you're probably going to have leftover pudding. And what I like to do is, I don't know if you guys have seen my video on the yogurt parfaits where I do the layering. Well, your leftover pudding will make beautiful pudding parfaits. So that's what I'm going to do with my leftovers here. And those are really good in the summer, too. So just something nice, cool, and refreshing to eat when it's so hot out here. Okay, so now we have the lemon done, we have your vanilla done, we have your chocolate done. Okay, so now we're going to put these into pastry bags, and we're going to fill the inside of our cupcakes. Now what I've done is I've taken all the cupcakes out of the pan because we need to fill them, we need to frost them, and then we're going to decorate them, and then we're going to set them back into the pan in our flag design. Okay, so this is the tip that I'm going to be using here because we're going to stick these in the center and we're going to fill them with the different creams that we made up. Okay, now I do have some pastry bags here, but so I'm going to cut a tip off. Now, if you don't have a pastry bag, you can use a Ziploc and you just cut the corner. Okay, so I just happen to have these bags here, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. Okay, so we're going to set our tip in here. Of course, you cut the point off, which I think I need to cut it a little bigger, yeah. Okay. All right, maybe even just a little bit bigger. Just give a little trim. Trust me, you guys are going to absolutely love these cupcakes. And you don't have to make them just for the holiday. You know, you don't have to do a flag design, but just having this filling in them they're just really, really delicious, and they go super fast. So now that we got our tip all set, you got to make sure all your things are connected tightly because you don't want leakage. And then we're going to start by using the lemon cream, which is going to go into our blueberry lemon cupcakes. Okay, so we're just going to fill our pastry bag up with this lemon cream. And trust me, none of this will go to waste. We're gonna have yogurt parfaits in this house for dessert for a couple of nights. If my grandkids don't gobble it all up. Okay, so get some cream in there. I just wanna wash my finger here, a little bit of pudding on it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, you twist your bag like this. Okay, so we're gonna take your cupcake, can you see that good? And we're gonna stick it into the center like this, and then we're gonna give it a squeeze. And you see how that cupcake just started to grow a little bit? I don't know if you guys saw that. Let's try it again. Just real close on the cupcake there. See how it just started to come out a little bit? That's when you know you've put enough filling in there. Whoop, that one broke up a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so here we have our lemon blueberry with the lemon cream filling. And do you see this one, how it broke apart a little bit? Don't even worry about that. They're all gonna be frosted, they're gonna be decorated, you're not even gonna see it. And of course, when somebody's eating it, they're not even gonna know. Okay, so we're gonna do the chocolate next. I filled up my chocolate pastry bag. So same thing, we're gonna go in and squeeze. Come on, come on. I think nothing's coming out here. Oh, maybe the chocolate's really taking a lot of chocolate. Okay. So we have our chocolate all filled, as you can see, and don't worry about the little bit of filling coming off the top. It's all gonna be covered up. So now we're gonna go ahead and start to fill our strawberry, same way. And I've got the vanilla cream filling in here. Oops. Okay, right in the center. And you're gonna see the cupcake explode a little bit. Ooh. Nice. All right, so now we are gonna get ready to frost. Everything is all filled with their appropriate creamy fillings. So I like to buy the whipped frosting, okay? I just love whipped. To me, the other kind is a little heavy. This is a lot lighter. So we're gonna start, and I've got 3, and we're going to start coloring these. The blueberry are gonna be covered with a blue frosting, obviously. And the strawberry are gonna be covered with the red frosting. So we'll get that in a bowl. And I find using these knives, you get all that frosting out so much easier. And I actually do a lot of baking, so I'll get into some other recipes later on. Okay, so let's start with the blue, and we want the right color, so we're only gonna start with a few drops at a time, okay? Because this turns blue pretty quickly. Let's go, whoops, about 3 drops. You'd be surprised how quickly this changes color. And you can make it as dark or lighter blue or whatever, but being that's a flag, we're gonna kind of make it go a little darker blue because our flag has dark blue. But see what 6 drops did here? Beautiful. Okay, but I still want it just a little bit darker, so whoop, there. So I got about 6 drops total in there. Scraping the sides. Get that right color. And maybe just a couple more here. Okay, so I probably have about 15 drops here to get this color blue. And I don't want it anything darker than that because I don't know, I just think it'll start to look a little gaudy. So that's about the color blue that I'm looking for. When you guys are making these at home, do whatever color you like. Okay, so our blue is done. And we're gonna go with, thank you. Gonna go with our red. And I got a little bit of dye on my fingers. I don't want it to get in the red because red and blue actually make purple, right? So we don't want purple. Make sure this is off. Okay. All right. So here we go now with the red. And same thing, you know, whatever. Let's see, I'm gonna just go with like that much here. That's probably about 10 drops right off the bat. That looks like something, but I'm not gonna say. Okay. Oh, that might be the perfect red right off the right out of the gate. What do you think of that red? Think that's red enough?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think we'll just add just a touch more. There we go. And I think that's gonna do it. Remember, scraping your sides, mixing that color up really, really well. Okay, so our red's done, okay? Now, the next one is going to be our white, but of course, we're not going to change the color of that because that is going to be our white stripe in the flag for our chocolate cupcakes. So, let's take that off. And I just like to give it a quick stir. Lots in the little can here. All right, so now we have all of our colors. All right, so let's frost these. And the way that I like to do it is I take a teaspoon and I like to place a dollop right in the center of the cupcake, just like this. And then using the back of the spoon and turning the cupcake as we go, I like to just spread the frosting on with a spoon, just like that, and then boop, right off the top. Okay, let's do one more. 1 dollop of frosting. And my grandkids are gonna help here with the frosting part. So we'll see that in a minute, and then we'll get them all done. There we go, okay? So just like that, and then we can put the cupcakes up here, girls, okay? So. So everything is frosted. We got our blueberry here with our nice blueberry frosting, strawberry, and chocolate. Okay, so we're gonna get started first with the strawberry. We're gonna put our toppings on. So I like to cut these little green stems off, just like that. And then we're gonna cut the strawberry in half. And This is strawberry syrup, which has a preservative in it. So if you just lay your strawberries on the cupcake, you're gonna find they're gonna go bad pretty quickly. So I like to douse them in a little bit of this strawberry syrup to help preserve them. So you just wanna shake your excess off, and then a strawberry goes right in the center, just like that. So we'll do one more. And then we're gonna go over to Maddie and she's gonna show you how to decorate the blueberry cupcakes. So remember, shake off the excess because you don't want it running all over your cupcake. And then boom, right in the center, just like that. So I'm gonna continue doing these and Madison's gonna show you how to do the blueberry.
Okay, so I'm gonna be decorating the blueberry cupcakes. So you're gonna take a star-shaped marshmallow and put it in the center of the blueberry cupcakes. And then you're going to take a couple of blueberries and surround the star with the blueberries.
And I just wanted to add, the blueberries hold up very well, and that's why we're not putting any type of preservative on those. Boy, that's beautiful, Maddie.
Then I'll show you another one.
Perfect.
So star in the middle, blueberries around it.
So moving on to the chocolate, we have white chocolate chips that we're going to use as the garnish. So all I'm going to do is just take a few chocolate chips and then just kind of sprinkle those on, place them, just scatter them around the cupcake so everybody has a little bit of white chocolate. So now I'm going to do one more to show you guys. And there you go.
So we have all of our cupcakes beautifully decorated here. So now I'm gonna teach you, we're gonna put this thing back together. Okay, so we're gonna start with our blueberry, where our stars are up at the left-hand corner. And I know in this pan I need to kind of push them pretty close together so everything fits. Maddie's got a little blueberry overload here, so let me just wash that off because we don't want that sticking to another cupcake. Okay, so we have 3 rows of 3 for the corner of our flag, just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with a row of strawberry. So, go this way. And these should fit 4 across. And then we're gonna go with our white. And get our nice stripes in there. Squeeze that one in there. And then back again to red. And then white again. Now see how easy these were to make? Very easy, right, Kens?
Yep.
And our last white one. Give it in a squeeze. Okay, and then our last row of our red. Gotta be careful with this last row here. Okay, and there you have it. Our colorful holiday flag design cupcakes. So I just want to show you what the inside of one of these looks like too. So let's come on over here, and I'm going to cut the chocolate open. Let me get a knife, just so you guys see what it looks like inside, because I know you're just dying to see what it looks like. So, and chocolate happens to be my favorite. So we're just going to slice one of these puppies open. And there you go. Look at how beautiful that is. And we'll have a little bite. Hopefully I won't smack this time. Oh my gosh. You guys will love this. If you like my recipes, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time.